It's Clay George, Abai Muka and Cruz Smith in the front row. Tyrese Tai is hooker, and Mia and Jeremiah Nanai in the back row with Jacob Taya. Well, kicked off, Kirwan's heading south with TCC. Heading to the north with the wind behind them. There's a strong breeze out here today. And we've got Tyler Conroy being tackled there, about 30 metres out from his own line. Right, the hooker in Jai Hansen feeds it down the short side on the left-hand side. Here's a clearing kick. They didn't go for length there. It's found touch. Ran about 30 yards out from the Kirwan Bears try line. Just a control set there, Creepy. Mate, that's what you would want if you're coaching your sides. You just want to, no mistake, get to your kick, and they've done it pretty well.
Set, so
sorry, mate. We
just saying, mate. It's
on.
Yeah, nice tidy set early on, mate. Not a big kick, but they got through their first set, and that's a plus for them. So we'll see what Kirwan can do now, mate.
Right, here we are packing our first scrum down for the match with the Kirwan feed. Kirwan Bears, half in Clay George, the captain, gives it off to Haley Taylor, and a short ball on to Jake Guadea, hooker in Tai. They come to the left, and the winger on Jesse Yallop's down the left-hand side. He stepped inside. Mate, this is try time. Jesse Yallop, they've found a short side here on the left. Mick, what did you see in that? That was the second play off the scrum.
Yeah, mate, they on the very first play, they poked their nose through and got a good play of the ball, and on the back of that, it was just numbers down the short side. They just went nice, straight lines, played nice and square, and got the winger away, and he showed a fair bit of pace to get around and done a little bit to get in nice and close to the post. So it's really,
mate, he still had a bit to do when he got close to that try line. He stepped inside the fullback, and there was no cover coming back from the TCC side.
Yeah, it was a really good start by Kirwan. They're looking good. There's plenty of talk amongst the group, so kick to come, mate.
Right, I got the young 5'8" for the Kirwan Bears in Harley Taylor. I was watching him kick a few goals there before we started this match, and he was slotting them left, right and centre. This will be left to right with a strong breeze coming across his face. Should slot this over.
Yeah, we talked to Todd Wilson before the game, and he was saying that the TCC side, come back from behind last week. So, they're a side that can handle when they're down a little bit, and they've been put on notice here by Kirwan early on in the game. So let's see how they respond now in this next set defensively.
Well, like I said, Harley Taylor has slotted that straight over the black dot. So Kirwan Bears go an early lead of 6-0. This TCC side, mate, they just need to regather, no panic. It's only early, but definitely they've got to watch them edges. Righto, Brody Gill sends it deep down, caught on the try line. It's Kirwan bringing it out from their own line, 15 metres out from their own try line. Little shift on to their back rower in Meyer. Little bit of a lifting tackle there, but no danger as they keep heading to the left-hand side of the field. 35 metres out from their own try line on 4. Righto, their hooker in Tai. It's a strong run, good post-contact metres. played on the 5th and last, goes back to their kicker. Now he's pinged the markers for not being square. Mick, do you think?
Yeah, he said he's crowding him in, mate, and it was a pity because it was a really good defensive set. They kept him inside the half there, and it was a lot of pressure, last tackle penalty. So
that's a coach killer, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes it difficult, but we'll see how they aim up this set.
Well, he's going for the far side of the touch because of this wind's going to assist this ball in his kick for touch. Nice kick. And the Kirwan Bears will start in very good ball here for their attacking raid. So Tai will take this tap, and Jacob Taylor, no, he goes himself. Oh, a little fumble in there from the 13, Jacob Taylor.
This is exactly what the Rockhampton boys needed, mate. They needed an error there. They're under a little bit of pressure early, and this gives them a chance to settle down a little bit now.
Righto, Brody Gill will feed this scrum 15 metres short of halfway line. He feeds it to Zane Cox. Zane Cox beats the first tackle. He's still going, and he's got an offload to his right. And we got the fullback in, Jermaine Bolsey. Bolsey gets tackled 5 metres into the Kirwan half. And laying on him, slowing the play of the ball down. The referee's not going to stand for that. Penalty to the TCC team, kick for touch, and he hasn't found much ground there, but mate, the main thing is he's out. So TCC will take this tap 15 metres inside the Kirwan Bears half. Jai Hansen will pass it on to Jordan Hecky. Hecky takes the tackle 35 metres out from the Kirwan line. On to Riley Hall. Riley Hall takes a strong run in, good line running. Back to the ruck. Short ball to Darcy Biles. Darcy Biles is caught only 5 metres out from the Kirwan Bears line. Here comes the attack there, going to the left. Long ball out to 5'8", and we've got Jermaine Bolsey passing on, and Noah Chadwick has come back inside. Tyler Conroy takes the ball in close, only about 5 metres out from the try line. The defence stays strong. Short ball, offloads it back into, we've got Brody Gill. Brody Gill, short kick by Jermaine Bolsey. And the ball's a bit too deep, caught in the full by the Kirwan Bears side, and he comes back out to the 20 for a 7-tackle restart. Tyrese Wood just takes a nice little settler down 30 metres out from his own try line. Tai in the dummy half, feeds to the right-hand side through Haley Taylor. Taylor then gives it on to Jake Wadia. Oh, speed of the line of defence there, got up quick on the young Kirwan second rower there and drives him back 10 yards, 30 metres out from their own line. They feed to the left-hand side. 15 metres short of the halfway line. Kirwan on 4 tackles. And away he goes. Tai has just thrown a dummy to the right. Markers didn't work. Now he's picked up Jeremiah Nene. What do you think of that, Mike? That just markers weren't working, just took off from dummy half. A little dummy picked up the 12.
Yeah, mate, it was unfortunate for the TCC side because they had a really good set in, good ball, and they were playing nice and square and putting them under a little bit of pressure. Unfortunately, the kick at the end gave a 7-tackle set to the Kirwan side, who just played fairly direct up the middle, got a fast play of the ball, and then the hooker was away, mate, and he showed a clean pair of heels to get away. Good support play and a try under the post.
First try, they exposed the edge of the TCC side. Second try, exposed the middle third. If you're not controlling the ruck, that's going to happen all day long, and your markers need to work in there. So 8 offenders, they didn't squeeze in. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, it's very much if you can't control the play before, it's very hard to get those things right around the ruck. And the Kirwan side were poking their nose through the tackle, and that makes it very hard for the defenders from TCC. So it's a matter of controlling the one play, get that right, and then move on to the next and keep it fairly simple. So yeah, they definitely need to tighten up around the ruck, but that'll come from good line speed into good contact.
Beautiful, thank you, Mick. Righto, the conversion was kicked by Harley Taylor. That takes the Kirwan Bears to a 12-0 lead. We're just talking there before, and TCC had a pretty good set, but a bad kick on the end of that, giving away that 7-tackle start to Kirwan.
Yeah, I thought there was an opportunity to run that ball, but obviously, you know, the kick was on as well, but it just wasn't quite weighted right. And once it gets it into the end goal, it's just a clean catch and then a 7-tackle set on the back of it. So he is kicking into a bit of breeze, so maybe he thought he could give it a little bit more than he needed to. But maybe a kick on the ground might be what they might be thinking about next time they go down there.
Yeah, Creepy, you would prefer turning the ball out a metre from the line than giving that 7-tackle set.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
Possession's everything in this game, especially with these young guys. We've seen both sides have shown a fair bit in attack, but defensively is where they get caught out.
Righto, as Kirwan Bears strongly take it 30 metres out from their own try line. And Jeremiah Nene, the 12. Right, Tai feeds to the left-hand side. They keep coming left here. And they're going to get caught out short again if they're not careful here, TCC. And they keep coming to the left through their halfback onto the one-on-one miss. And their Max Haley once again exposes the right-hand side defence of the TCC side. That was just a simple error of a one-on-one miss. They looked like they were going to be short. He had his winger in support there, Jesse Yallop as well, but didn't need him. And they score around about 20 metres to the left of the upright.
Yeah, mate, once again, it was fast play. The balls had the TCC side on the back foot and coming down the short side there. They needed to get their bodies in front, mate. And they got to the edge and gave the Kirwan side the space they needed. On the back of that, they showed fairly good skill and fairly good patience when they went through the line. They didn't force anything and got over the line, mate.
Righto, conversion was successful by Harley Taylor. That takes the score to Kirwan Bears 18, TCC 0. So Mick, what's the message going out to the TCC boys at the moment?
For the TCC boys, I think it's just about trying to get this kick as deep as they can. There's a bit of a bruise which is making it difficult for them, so keeping it low and getting it as deep as they can, and then, as I said before, getting their bodies in front and trying to restrict the metres that the Kirwan boys are making because they're rolling up the field too easily at the moment.
Right, the Kirwan Bears second tackle bring it up to about 15 metres short of the halfway line. It's a nice slow down tackle As Kirwan head to the right through Jacob Taya. Strong run, just short of the halfway line. Kirwan Bears on 4 tackles as he plays it back to Tai. Short ball. Jacob Taya, sorry, I've got him wrong. Cruz Smith, strong run to Kirwan Bears. That's high. This fullback's got his taken well by Jermaine Busley. Bulsey gets caught 25 metres out from his own try line. Chadwick then gets caught. This is a strong defence by the Kirwan side. They're not giving much room here. They're controlling the ruck. Jai Hansen gets through, short ball onto the fullback in Bulsey. Gets caught 15 metres into the Kirwan Bears half. Oh, the ball's, here we go. Short kick on 4. I don't think that was needed there. As Kirwan Bears gather the ball 20 metres out from their own line. Bit of panic there, Creepy?
Yeah, it was a really good set by the TCC guys.
Here we go, down the left-hand side. Sorry, Creepy. The winger in young Yallop, he's already scored 1 try. He comes off the left foot again, beats 2 players on the inside and scores 5 metres to the right-hand side of the uprights. That come from nothing. 1 minute, the TCC boys look to have control. A little bit of panic over there, kicking on 4. And Kirwan Bears have just come almost the length of the field.
Yeah, mate, they had a really good exit set on their kick return and they got down to the field, but again, it was the end of set that let them down. They had a short kick on the back of their pretty good set, and the Kirwan boys picked up the ball probably about 30 metres out from their try line, were able to shift it, get around them and go the length and score again. So the ends of sets are letting down the TCC boys at the moment. They're not in control of where they're turning over the football.
Young 5'8" and Harley Taylor sets himself up for a relatively easy conversion. He's slotted the first 3, and I've no doubt that he'll just throw this over. I saw this kid out before the start of the game, Creepy, and he was touching the ground where he thinks his kicks were going to land. He'd done a lot of homework on the football field before he started playing, so he's been coached properly, and as he converts his 4th goal for this afternoon, the Kirwan Bears go to a 24-0 lead over TCC.
Yeah, it's a little thing, but being able to turn those 4-pointers into 6-pointers make a huge difference in a game, and it gives your teammates a lot of confidence when they're heading back to wait for the kickoff when you're putting them over. And they've been very professional this afternoon, the Kirwan side. They've been really good in their attack, and they've been able to finish off most of their opportunities. So they're only getting a few opportunities from the TCC boys, but they're putting them under the pump with it.
Right, and that kickoff wasn't what TCC wanted. It was only a shallow kick, and they need that ball as deep as possible. As the Kirwan boys, short ball off there, only 40 yards out from his own try line, 10 short of the halfway line. That was a nice slow down tackle. Plenty of defenders in that tackle. Jacob Taya gets caught just over the halfway line in TCC's half. He plays ball back to Tai. Tai now picks up Cruz Smith as they head down to the right-hand side of the field. Tai is looking back to come left. He's coming back down the centre third. Picks up Jacob Taya once again. Caught about 35 metres out from the TCC try line. A wayward pass then, rolls back on the ground. This is just a midfield bomb, nothing happening. Oh, no. That was awkward. It just went high. No one looked like they were going to go for it. TCC has a little fumble in there now. Kirwan Bears have a scrum in good ball.
Yeah, unfortunately, not much going right for TCC at the moment. They got a half error out of the Kirwan boys where the pass went wayward to the kick. They put up a speculator just high and short, and TCC have managed to knock it on, picking it up. So it gives the Kirwan boys a full set in the attacking zone.
And as the fullback for the Kirwan Bears, Woods heads down to the right-hand side of the field, only 20 metres out from the TCC try line. Winger in Dudley Dotoy gets tackled 10 metres out from the TCC line. Oh, bit of a juggle there from Jeremiah Nene. Caught only a couple of metres out from the TCC try line. Then back to Tai. Oh.
There's a bit of a let off there for TCC, so pass that's bounced forward into the opposition there. So scrum feed for the TCC boys, and their goal should be get into this set and finish it off as strongly as they can down in the corner.
Creepy, would you kick early? You know that is a pretty strong, and it's assisting the TCC side. Would you kick down to that left-hand side early, just to save making errors?
I'm not sure, mate. I just think at the moment the boys haven't had a lot of football, and I think possession, they need a bit of a break. So I try to get as close to the end of the set as I could get before I let it go. Hopefully they can get a bit of momentum around to play the ball, because they were successful there in the last set.
Righto, well, they're tackled here, 15 yards short of the halfway line. Jai Hansen in the dummy half. Picks up Riley Hall. Strong run by Riley, strong defence as well. Calling for a penalty there. This is a nice strong run, good post-contact metres. He's still going 10 metres into the Kirwan Bears half. And that was Tyler Conroy. They pick up Darcy Biles. Darcy Biles tackled 35 metres on fifth tackle, 35 metres out from the try line. Jai Hansen punches a short one down to the left-hand side. It's bouncing around. It's finally picked up by Dudley Dotoy.
Ends up being good field position for the TCC side because they got them on the sideline, so that enables them to compress their line up a bit and get numbers to the tackle. And there's an error there, mate. Just what they needed.
An error from the Kirwan Bears. And this is error in the in goal. So this has created a drop kick out where TCC will bring this ball back into the play in very good field position,
I don't mind the tactic of the TCC boys in yardage. They're playing in behind the ruck, and it's taken them a couple to get the momentum, but they're getting it later in the count and making good metres on the back of it. So it'll be interesting to see what their tactics are in good ball, whether they shift the ball around or try and play through them.
Jai Hecky takes the ball up. He gets tackled 30 metres out from the try line, and they head down the short side on the left-hand side. As in Tyler Conroy keeps palming away, keeps beating tackles, but the numbers come in, put him to ground. 30 metres out. Oh, there's a drop ball here. It's going to give a penalty. It's called raking the football. 2 men in the tackle, and the penalty goes to TCC. Much needed penalty there, Creepy.
Yeah, and it's a good test for Kirwan to test their defence now. So a couple of back-to-back sets on their line. See what they're made of here in defence.
Right, only 10 metres out from the Kirwan try line. Here we go, as they ping it right. Nice ball to the half. Nice ball to Brody Gill. Brody Gill offloads it then. Tackled only 2 metres out from the try line. Oh, a bit sloppy here. Quick hands, unmarked. 19 and Ben Geiger as TCC get over the try line, which was a much-needed 4-pointer.
Yeah, they worked that really well. They worked into the post, so they compressed up the Kirwan line, and then they had a shot at them. They had good numbers right from the start. The pass hit the ground, but they were still able to get it to the edge and score in the corner.
Creepy, how many times do you see when ball hits the ground, defence stop on the heels? And is that what happened then?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, but they were short right from the play of the ball. I just think the TCC boys had enough time to pick it up and get it to the winger, and he did a good job getting in, and it gets them back to a certain extent, so well done, boys.
Righto, the try scorer in Ben Geiger is taking the kick as well. Pretty tough right from the sideline, but he has got the wind behind him.
Don't play too aggressive up there,
Righto, he's got it up. She's just gone across the far. Oh, no, look at that. It's through the pit. 24-6.
It was a really good kick, and I think it's given the TCC boys an idea if they can control a bit of possession and play some footy down the Kirwan end, they can get over the line and score some points. Up until now, they've been turning the ball over far too short, and they haven't really been able to put the Kirwan boys under pressure. So 24-6 and 3 minutes to half time. If they can finish off the half really well, it'll give them a fair bit of confidence going into the shed at half time. You know, as we said before, they finished off the last game. They come from behind and run over the top of the last team. So hopefully they can do that again today.
Righto, Taylor sets up to kick off. Nice deep kick. TCC bring it out from their own try line. As he's caught 20 metres out, he'll play it back. Play it back to Jai Hansen. Short ball. She'll pick them offside. Quick play of the ball. Speed of the ruck created that penalty.
Yeah, once again, mate, the TCC boys are playing nice and tight and trying to go through the middle. They're just trying to get out and play the ball quick. And I think that's trying to work over the big forwards in the middle for Kirwan, and it's working okay at the moment.
The kick from Brody Gill is found touch 10 metres short of the halfway line. And Jesse Winnie has to play that on the try line. On the halfway line. Tyler Conroy gets tackled 5 metres into the Kirwan Bears half. He's showing it, he's dummy, they're pushing the ball. Righto, it's been spilled, picked up by Kirwan. Kirwan turned their defence into attack, and then it's changed, it's swapped over again. Here we go. I don't know, I think the ref's taking it back to the original knock on here.
Yeah, probably a lack of patience from both teams there. Like the TCC boys got a bit excited. They got over the halfway. They were starting to make some inroads and just push that last pass.
Well, this scrum will pack down 30 metres out from the try line with a Kirwan Bears feed. Middle of the field.
Yeah, it's an important set defensively for the TCC side. They need to hold Kirwan out till half time.
With 1 minute and 14 seconds left till half time, Kirwan will get a full set in. So this, like Creepy has just said, this is a very important defensive set of 6. As Kirwan go to the right-hand side. Oh, he's beaten tackles left, right and centre. This is the fullback in Tyrese Woods. Tyrese has beat a few players on the way to the try line. Now that's the left-hand side of TCC just weren't there.
Yeah, it's as we said, it's not what they needed leading into half-time. And as we've seen in the NRL, the scrums now have been a really good place to attack from. And what it does, it gives the opportunity for attackers to get one-on-one with defenders. And once you do that, if you've got good footwork and good pace, which the Kirwan fullback has, it's made it very difficult for TCC.
In situations like that, I know there's a lot of people say that scrums aren't what they used to be, and they really need to be in the game. But when you see attacking prowess like that, the whole 12 people in a scrum is in such close proximity, leaves a lot of area out wide to take advantage of.
Yeah, it does. And as I said, it gives the opportunity for one-on-ones, and they can be difficult to find in rugby league these days. So at half-time, it's really hurt the Cathedral College getting that try right on half-time. 28-6 with a kick to come, and a lot of work to do for TCC in the second half.
And as Taylor converts just after the halftime siren, Kirwan Bears go to a lead of 30 points to 6. And we'll come back a little bit later with what's been said in the sheds before the second half. Well, as Ben Geiger in the blue headgear lifts it nice and high. Here we go. These Kirwan Bears get tackled 20 metres out from their own try line. Played back. And this is the 10 and Smith. Smith plays it. Go back to just swapping sides here, just tic-tacking up the field. This is strong defence here from TCC. Ball turned inside for 19 in Siona Tutupu. Brought back 10 yards short of the halfway line here, Kirwan Bears on fifth tackle. That was a nice control set from TCC in defence.
Yeah, it had Kirwan kicking from inside their 40, which is really, it's a good start for the TCC boys. And they've just got to maintain possession now. It sees them on the first tackle, nearly back to their own 40.
Bolsey's pulls up 5 metres short of the halfway line on second tackle. TCC takes to the right, over the halfway line, is in far. Picks up a penalty there, try to get a quick play of the ball.
Well, it's the start they wanted, but they've just got to make sure that they remain patient, and it's about building some pressure on the Kirwan boys. I don't think they're going to crack straight away, so they're going to have to build some pressure and stay down here for a little while.
Very good ball position here with the TCC tie tapped. And Curtis Farr, just good post-contact metres, takes it right within 5 metres of the Kirwan Bears try line. Play the ball short. Defence holds up just off their own try line here. This will test the Kirwan Bears defence as both fullbacks come together there. 2 metres out for the try line. Kirwan's gone quick. There's a little fumble in the play of the ball. The referee's picked it up, and a little bit of a tussle over there. Come on, boys. And I think you'll find there'll be a scrum 15 metres out from the try line, and it'll be the Kirwan Bears feed. Yep. Righto, we've got Nathan just over from the Kirwan Bears halftime talk. Nathan, what was said at halftime?
So Toddy Wilson had a couple of comments. He said defensively they just wanted to nullify any of their offloads and making sure we're sticking in our tackles. In attack, they're going really well at the moment, but we just need to make sure we start well at the second half and make sure we can continue that obviously later in the
He
game.
wouldn't have said too much. He'd be pretty happy with the first half score.
Oh, for sure. He goes, there's only a couple of little points if we could make sure we execute in there, but they're doing really well at the moment.
As we're heading down the
well.
right-hand side. Sorry there, Nate. As we're heading down the right side. Tackle 10 metres into the TCC half here. Woods plays it back. Short ball going up the middle third. 30 metres out from the try line. As they ping it out to the back line here. Kirwan Bears tackle 30 metres out. Heading up the middle of the third in Tai. Fifth and last tackle, 10 metres out. Played back to short grubber kick in the in goal. I think this might go a little bit too deep. Ooh, he's had Bowles's had to assist that over to the dead ball line, so this will be a drop kick out from the TCC. All good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, the Kirwan coach would be happy with that set. They've gone the length of the field. They've had a scrum on their own line, and they've worked their way down and got a repeat setter on the back of it. So really good start for the Kirwan boys and building a little bit of pressure straight up.
As the drop kicks kept low, found the grass, exactly what they wanted. It's regathered on the 40-metre line, tackled 30 metres out from the TCC line. Kirwan Bear in good field position, just heading up the middle third. And Nene is tackled 30 metres out from the try lines, played back, headed to the right in Taylor. Taylor on to Nene, and she's, I thought they might have pulled him up short there, but his strength has got him over the try line for the first try in the second half, goes to the Kirwan Bears.
Yeah, as I said, a really good start for Kirwan in the second half. They've got down the field really well out of yardage, got a repeat set, and on the back of that, they just worked to the middle of the field, split the TCC defence, and then had a shot at him on the edge. And the big back rower, he's strong runner of the ball. He's got a good little bit of footwork, and it's enough to get him over the try line. So pretty much not what Cathedral needed, but the Bears have gone ahead again to 34 points to 6 with the kick to come.
Mick, you've done a lot of coaching in your time, and coming into this attacking and good ball in the attacking zone, what would your aim to be? Do you get to post? Do you try and split up defence? What's your thought on getting in that field position?
Oh, Jacko, I think it very much depends on the style of players you have, and I think with schoolboy football at this level, sometimes the guys will watch the NRL teams go around. They think it's all about the long shifts, but that's hard to execute. You need to have the skill level to be able to do that. So what Kirwan have been doing, they've been going to the post quite a bit as a setup, and what that does, it splits the defensive side, so they'll have a 5-5 split, 5 defenders on either side of the post, and it means they can have shorter passes to get to the edge of the line, which I think is a lot easier for schoolboys. And
definitely in this win too.
Yeah, and I think it's an effective way to play at schoolboy level.
Just minimise errors.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're being, trying not to throw the ball around, but you can throw the ball around quite a bit, but you don't want to try and go from side to side because the execution has to be at its best to do that, and it gives the defence a little bit more time.
As I say, you've got to earn the right.
Yeah, you do.
Righto, so Taylor's failed to convert, and Kirwan Bears sit on 34 points to 6 as Geiger will take the restart. Has Samida. Taylor receives it 20 metres out from his own line. Passes on to Nene. Kirwan Bears hit up the middle third. They're going to keep going over to the left-hand side of the field. Nice little ball. This is going to be a knock-on by TCC, I believe. No, he's gone the other way. He's gone the other way and said knock on by Kirwan. So this will be a TCC feed, 35 metres out from the try line. Good field position.
Yeah, the danger for TCC is they look at the scoreboard and they think they've got to score straight away, because I think it's going to be difficult to crack the line in one go. They need to camp down here for a little while. So the danger is they look at the scoreboard. If they're just thinking about building pressure and not worrying too much about points, I think the points will come. They just need to work over the Kirwan defence for a little while.
TCC just go on each side of the ruck as they come out to the left. And Conroy gets tackled 10 metres out from the Kirwan Bears line. They keep coming left. Bolsey short of the try line, a couple of metres short of the try line. They've rushed up, Kirwan Bears have rushed up on TCC. They've got to the outside. Far is pushed off. Strong run. One-on-one defence and strong try by the centre three-quarter and number 3, Curtis Farr.
And again, what we spoke about before, I think the Cathedral side need to get it. What do they need to get out of that try is that when they get down here, they can score points if they just stay patient. They've got a couple of very athletic guys that can get over the line. They just need to be patient when they get down here and not try and force things. The other thing you've seen there, Jacko, is the Kirwan boys are off the line very hard, so I think there's a little kick in behind too, if they have their eyes up, because the line's coming forward so fast, trying to put pressure on them.
Yep. Oh, sorry, yeah. Who have we got here? Mark, you want to just push it up? Righto, we have Mark from the TCC camp, and he's over just going to give us a little wrap on what was said at half-time.
Jacko, the coaches were a little disappointed with our edges. We get up against a bit of speed and size there, and we haven't got the urgency or the line speed to combat that. So first and foremost, that is exactly what the coaching staff want them to do. As we saw there, exactly what they said. If we camp down there, we've got points in us.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Cheers. And this is a tough kick, and he's kicked this into that strong wind. And this takes the score. Kirwan Bears 34 to the TCC 12. So, Mick, this game is the old KISS scenario, isn't it? Keep it simple, stupid. You know, nothing flash, just complete your sets and get to your kick.
Yeah, it is, and it was tough for men to understand that you just need to take it one set at a time. So it's extremely tough for schoolboys. But the guys have shown quite a bit of resilience. Kirwan's been the better side the whole game, but what Cathedral have been able to do is just stay there in touch. And at 34 to 12, it's still a fair way away. They need to be good for about the next 15 minutes and stay with them, and then hopefully come home with a wet sail.
That's a nice strong run here from TC. This is a good offload here to the fullback and Bolsey. Bolsey shows a lot of footwork. He gets himself over he's up again. He gets himself over the halfway line. Kirwan come back at him. Tackle 10 metres inside the Kirwan half. Early in the tackle count. Good field position right here as they go to the right. In the big front rower in Hall. Hall's tackle 30 metres out from the try line. They come back left. Through one inside. Beautiful tackle. Beautiful tackle by Tai from the Kirwan Bears side as TCC head right. This Far is strong. He's strong outside in that centre position. As TCC come back through their halfback, short rubber kick in goal. He's missed that tackle in the in goal. Kirwan get into the field of play, or
no? They've
don't?
Got him in there, mate, and that's an excellent set after points. They've gone the length of the field. They got down there. They've put the pressure on, and we'll see Kirwan start with a line drop.
That come from Riley Boza up through the middle, short ball back inside to Bolsey, and Bolsey shows some beautiful footwork there to put them in an attacking position, and this is what this game is built on: pressure. And to create pressure, you need to complete your sets. As Kirwan Bears line dropout reaches the halfway line. Grange brings it back to strong defence. Lifted Nice and flat ball. As TCC make it 30 metres out from the try line. Here's Boza once again. Strong carry by Boza. Biles gets tackled 10 metres short of the try line. And as they head to the right through Bolsey. Bolsey flicks it out the back door. And Farr once again has showed strength. He had a bit of work to do to get that ball down, but the ball from Bolsey. What do you think, Creepy?
Yeah, mate, he's slick, the fullback. He's really good through the ruck. He hangs around the play the ball. He's really good through the ruck, and there on the shift play, he got the ball. It was a little bit messy getting to him, but once he got to him, got on the outside of him, nice little flick pass, and put the try on. Well done.
And strong carries from the number 8 in Bosey. He's picked up. He's at work in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has, mate. They're on to it now. They're running nice and hard. They're putting a little bit of pressure on the defence, and they're earning the right to play a little bit of football on the back of their run hard. So they're on the right plan. They just got to maintain their patience at the moment. 34-16 with the kick to come. He's kicking quite well. Hopefully I haven't put the curse on him.
It's one of these tough kicks again, straight into the teeth of this breeze coming across the ground. Here we go as Geiger steps in. He hits it. Ooh, he's hit it well again. The touch judges, no, the flags are waved away. So we're looking now at the Kirwan Bears 34 and TCC 16.
Yeah, the one thing TCC's got on their in favour of them is time. They've got a fair bit of time and they're scoring points at the moment. So they need to keep their defence, make sure they're giving Kirwan the ball with a long way to the try line. And if they can do that, they're a chance.
The big boys in Kirwan might be slowing up just a little bit because they're gaining a lot of momentum through the middle third of the ruck.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of ball, Kirwan, and for them it's about, being good in defence, and then when they get the ball back, look after the footy.
And he's got his nose through the other side again. TCC, quick play the ball. The ball was let defenders on the ground, and this is what you're aiming for. You're aiming for to get up quick, attack a retreating defensive line, and look at this Boza again in the middle third. He's knocking players off, and this is where they're showing their strength as they head to the right. Now this is a nice set after points. Punches down into a pocket, no winger, no fullback, and there's a good chase here. And another good set after points there, Mick.
Yeah, the coach would be happy with that. That was a really good set. They kicked early and they caught Kirwan out. They didn't have anyone back, and they've started the set, as we said, in good field position. Got Kirwan coming off the sideline at their own end.
As you said, Kirwan haven't had that much ball, and their play the balls aren't as quick as what it was in the first half. So I'm thinking TCC have got the ascendancy at this moment.
Yeah, but what Kirwan have got in their favour is they've got plenty of points on the board. So they just got to settle down a little bit, and they haven't had a lot of possession. So what they've got to do when they do get possession, as they have now, is just play out their sets and be patient. Don't try and do too much. Just get there running hard and playing the ball quick, and then their skill will take care of the rest of it.
Well, such an important set right here, defensive set, for TCC. As Kirwan have their tap 5 metres inside TCC's half. The ball's played out to the right-hand side. And Smith is tackled 40 metres out. Tejas strongly looks back, looking for support. Numbers in finally. They don't get him to ground. He's left 2 of the TCC defenders on the ground, which is in Tai, finds plenty of space up behind the ruck. Markers weren't up, left players on the ground, quick play the ball, and this is created. Kirwan only 5 metres out. Taylor is short. Short of the try line. Play back to Tai Tai. Tai Tai gives it to the big fella. No stopping the big fella there. And that's a Marangi. Manahi Marangi has scored 5 metres to the right of the upright. Just, they got him for numbers, just left him on the ground. Quick play the balls.
Yeah, it was a really good set by Kirwan, and the hooker's asking a lot of questions around the play the ball, and he's getting his forwards in behind the markers, which is making it very hard for the TCC guys to reload in defence and aim up and get their bodies in front. And on the last play, there was nobody in front, close to the try line, and very difficult to stop.
Well, that try has been converted by the 6 Taylor, and the score now goes to Kirwan Bears 30, Kirwan Bears 40, TCC 16. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, the Kirwan boys have skipped away now, and they're looking very strong. I think the big thing Todd Wilson will be looking for is strong defence now, and so they can finish off strong defensively. He won't want to see the boys go and set try for try. He'll want them to tighten up their defence, and I'd say he'd be happy if they don't score any more points as long as they don't let any more in.
Oh, this is trouble. This is trouble. He's found a knock on by the Kirwan Bears, so this gives TCC an attacking scrum feed. That was put up in the wind, and creepy. Don't you tell your players to get to that ball on the full?
Yeah, well, that's what you want to do, but when it's coming down around players who aren't used to being under the catch, it makes it a little bit more difficult, and because it was a shallower kick, it sort of was coming down around the back rowers, and they weren't quite sure what to do in that situation. So, as I said, a good test for Kirwan defensively, see if they can hold out the TCC boys.
I'll tackle 30 metres out from the Kirwan try line as they come left. Strong defence here. Slows the play the ball right down. TCC head towards the post. Pull down only 5 metres out. Another strong defence tackle by the front rower. Then Cruz Smith. As we head to the right, once again they go to this. This is their strength out to the right hand side. Through Brody Gill onto Farr. Farr's pulled down 2 metres out from the try line. Back to Gill. Gill on to Hall. Not much ground made there, but still 10 metres out from the try line. Dummy half runs. Short kick. Pushed up in the air by Nene. And Kirwan Bears come away with the ball only 10 yards out from their own try line.
Yeah, probably not the end of set they were looking for, but well defended by Kirwan, and they're working it out from their own try line now.
Kirwan pull down 30 metres out from their own try line. Very slow to play the ball. Oh, do you see it again? One of them wayward passes that hit the ground as Taylor picks up Nene, and he's in, he's away. The winger's done very well there, but he's offloaded. He goes to the 3 in. Jake Wider finishes off the movement there. And Kirwan Bears.
Yeah, it was a good try by Kirwan and really good work by the back row and Nene to support up the middle. It's a difficult thing when you're coming out of your own end and a bloke goes through in the middle of the field to push up in support. He did a really good job. He stayed alive on his feet. He didn't rush the pass, and they were able to get points on the back of it.
And conversion, once again successful by the 5'8" in Taylor, which takes the score. Kirwan Bears 46, TCC 16.
Yeah, so with 5 minutes, a bit over 5 minutes to go, mate, I think, the goal for both teams is a little bit different. For the TCC boys, they'll be looking at getting a little bit of something back by being able to score a few points at the back end of the game, and I think the Kirwan boys will be looking to make sure that they don't concede any, because defence is going to be very important as they head into the end of round games and then into the semi-finals. And both these teams were undefeated before the game today, so Kirwan are definitely on the front foot, and I think they'll be looking to make sure their defence is tidy.
Well, that was strong defence by TCC. Created a mistake from the Kirwan side, only a couple of metres out from the try line. Now this has gone back to one. This is a try for the TC that's totally against the run there. So that was created from some rush defence and putting pressure on the Kirwan side.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And that's schoolboy footy, isn't it? It's the boys, like the Kirwan boys, were just looking to get out of their own end. The kicks caught them off guard. They've made a mistake on the back of some, as you said, some solid defence by the TCC boys. Pick up a loose ball and got over for points. So the score continues to rise, 46-20 with the kick to come.
Conversion successful by Ben Geiger, taking the score. Kirwan Bears 46, TCC 22. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if any more points can be scored. Boys are in no rush to get this kickoff happening. I'd say Taylor will put this as deep as possible and have one good set of D. And it won't hurt TCC to throw this ball around a little bit. There's nothing to lose. What do you think, Greeby?
Yeah, they've certainly got some players that can score some points. I've been really impressed with the winger, the centre Far.
Yep.
He's done a really good job today, and if you get him the ball, he can definitely put something on. The fullback's been, as we said before, the fullback's been really good as well. So I'll be looking to get those two guys a bit of footy at the back end of the game.
Well, TCC 40 metres out from their own try line on 4. So head to the right to that side where they've been successful. A little chip and chase by the halfback is in Gill. Oh, inside to Bolsey. Bolsey shows a fleet set of feet there. How quick was that kid?
As we said, they're throwing the ball around a little bit. A nice little chip. You don't see a lot of them these days, but a nice little chip into space on a line that was coming forward fast, and it was all they needed. And then a clean set of heels to get over the try line.
And it was kicked on 4. So that caught Kirwan unaware.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying. When they're coming up fast, looking for contact, the little kick in behind's a really good play, and you need to execute it, and he did a really good job, and it bounced up nice into the hands, and points on the back again.
And they're not mucking around. Geiger has slotted the 2, and that makes the score 46-28. Is there another 6 points in this? I believe so. What do you think, Greeby?
Yeah, but I think the score shows the dominance of the Kirwan side. They've been pretty good all day. They've been methodical in the way they've gone about it. They'll be disappointed with the second half points, and it's definitely given them something to work on moving forward in the competition. For the Cathedral side, I think their first half let them down. They gave up a few early tries, and they've been chasing points since, and they've been able to get a lot of those points back, but unfortunately not enough to get them into the game.
Well, just over a minute to go in this game between Kirwan Bears and the TCC College. So Taylor's unloaded a huge kick deep into the TCC half. Strong tackle there, only 10 metres out from the TCC line. As they bring it through the middle, and they're letting the ball do the work here at the moment. Throwing caution to the wind with long passes. Off he's gone. Strong contact metres there, 30 yards out from his own try line. They go down a short blind. Bose is a bull. He's a good ball distributor, this front row. Bose, the 8 for TCC. Quick play of the ball. Markers were all left on the ground. Here we go through the middle third again. The 5'8" is in Cox. Is tackled 30 metres out from the Kirwan line. He's going to get a penalty here. Laying all over him in the play of the ball. And they're going to have to hurry up because there's 7 seconds left on the clock. Bose is the front rower. Takes a quick tap. And this could be the last play it will be the last play of the game. The 14, the Hooters gone. They've come left. Short kick in, but Kirwan have taken this game out here this afternoon. 46 points to 28 over TCC.
Yeah, it's a good solid win to the Kirwan boys, and but well done. The game was played in really good spirit. The second half was really good. Both sides were on in the second half, but Kirwan boys are run out convincing winners.
Well, Mick, thank you very much. That's the debut commentary. A bit rough around the edges. Yeah, I'm on. Bit rough around the edges, but Mick, I'd like to thank you for coming down with your expert analogy of this football match. And, mate, I bet you can't wait for these cutters to get back on this paddock.
Yeah, mate, it's going to be 21 before we get on the field, but yeah, certainly looking forward to it. And I've been getting along to the schoolboy games and watching the footy. I really enjoy watching the young guys throw the ball around, and the game's in good hands. A lot of good young kids out playing footy and really enjoying themselves. And I've really been impressed with the schools I've watched over the last few weeks, including these two schools, with the mateship among the group, and they're a humble group of kids, and they're not sort of yahooing too much, and they're enjoying each other's company, and it's good to watch.
It's awesome. Right, mate, thank you again for this afternoon, and we'd like to thank the Bulletin for bringing this live stream to us, and mate, go and rub your leg, have fun.
Yeah,
cheers,
thanks,
mate.